Now, I'm so excited about every All-Star I bring on, but I'm especially also excited about this beautiful All-Star, Lori Sekol, because of her story that she has to share with us. So let's introduce and give it up for her in the comments, our beautiful Lori. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, I'm so thrilled.
I'm so glad that I found you. And as I thought about this whole group, I thought, where were you 20 years ago? But you weren't doing preschool 20 years ago, probably having babies.
Yep.
But I've had a journey of my own that brought me to you. And when I saw you and what you did, I just thought, I got to meet this lady. I got to get on this group, whatever it takes. I was following you like Jelly was like stalking behind the scenes. But I'm a teacher from years back. I got a degree in elementary education back in the 80s. And I taught before I had children. And I love teaching. I love interacting with all grade levels. I started with 5th and 6th graders. And then I just worked my way down. I actually had a preschool class at one time, and then I worked in early childhood. But I wasn't in it for the money because I just wanted to serve. I wanted to help the kids. And I took a job at a private school that paid like half of what you would make at a public school. But I didn't want to deal with the public school issues, the bureaucracy and so forth. And I got in a school that the parents just were so supportive and they loved what I did. And they would approach me with their children's problems and how they could help, hands-on. And those are the parents I love, that want to participate in their kids' learning. But I got married, had first 3 kids of my own. And I wanted to stay home with my young ones. And my mom kept saying, well, you can get a job as a medical transcriptionist. And I'm like, no, I can't. I can't do that. But I didn't know what I could do. All I knew is, teaching. So I thought, I'll keep him home for a couple of years. We can do this. And then I'll put him in daycare and work at the daycare. And I'll be with my kids and I can teach kids. Well, as it turned out, they put me in school age before and after care. And the way it worked out, they were in different buildings. So I'd throw my kids in the car, drop 2 of mine at the infant toddler, 1 of them at the preschool, drive to the school age, help the kids before school, close down there, run back, get my kids, go home, eat lunch, and then we do the same thing in the afternoon for after school. Wow. And I thought, this is crazy. This is crazy. I ended up wrecking my car and I called my boss. I said, I can't do this. This is a sign from God that he doesn't want me here. I got to be home. So the Lord provided. And I will insert, one lady was online. She mentioned, is this a religious group? Everybody's talking about God and answered prayer and visions. And you were basically saying, I don't know, I'll have to invest that. So I started thinking, but what drew me to you is that you're honest, you're ethical, you're caring and loving, and you're faithful. You're still here after these many years. You're serving. And I think that's why I'm here too. I just love what you do. I love what, your heart for people. You're not in there. I've joined groups. We've signed up to do business before. It never panned out. It was always about money. And I mean, your prices are reasonable compared to what other companies are out there. And like people have said, and the other ladies, what they offer. I mean, you can't get what you offer at the price you offer it. So, I mean, that's a no-brainer. So I got involved in this group and I was just like, yes, whatever they posted. I'm like, yeah, these are the people I want to be around. And I was so anxious about it. So when I think I got your book in February, read it a little, put it aside. And it wasn't till like the end of April or May. I'm like, yeah, I want to join. And it wasn't open. So I listened to 100 podcasts. I listened to 100 YouTubes. I was like, really? Doing all my research.
I have to give you something to do while you're waiting.
And then October turned around. This is last October. And I said, yes, I can do this. This is like commitment. I'm going to buckle down and do this 7-day challenge. And I did it. I pushed through. And so I was ready to sign up for All Stars. Had my credit card ready because I'm like, I don't care how much it costs. I can do this. And I was honored to be blessed with the membership just for my service. I love it.
So let me clarify for those who are confused. So if you just barely came in and you're brand new to me, we do a 7-day challenge and we give some prizes away, grand prizes. And one of them is somebody who most embodies a preschool all-star, which means they're the most supportive, the most helpful, the most, just comes from their heart, that this is literally who they are. They just serve. And in October's challenge, that was Lori. So even though she was ready with card in hand, we said, you get it free.
Well, and it was great because I'm like, okay, now I can buy the hub because it was kind of one of those. Some of you are on the fence. You're like, I can't afford a hub and preschool in a box. What do I do? And I'm like, well, preschool in a bunch. I don't need, the box thing. I don't need curriculum. I know how to teach. I know how to do this. I've taught for years, but I don't know technology. I'm like so illiterate with computers. So I had a Windows 98 or something computer. I'm asking my kids how to use this. Oh, your computer's too old, Mom. It won't work on there. So even my Chromebook, I need a new Chromebook, but it's coming. So I went through the challenge. I did it. You were saying, how many signups did you get? 0. And I'm like, it didn't really affect me because the more I got into this program, and someone said this before, it's not about preschool. It really isn't. It's about you. And if you haven't signed up, why aren't you investing in you, in yourself? Because that's what I needed. I needed my mind converted, changed the way I was thinking. I was on that scarcity mindset. I need to be that, on that abundance mindset. I was thinking, I can't do this. I can't do this. I'm not a leader. I just follow people's orders. Tell me to do this. I'll do it. But I don't want to be there. I want to take charge of my life and move forward from there. In fact, and I have great support around me. My family is behind me. My husband's like, did you post your script now? Did you do your preschool thing? I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Like, I'll do it. But my sister said, I thought you wanted to teach like older kids. I'm like, yeah, I'll get there. She's like, well, why are you teaching preschool? I'm like, because that's what Joy teaches. She teaches preschool. I'll learn preschool. Then I can figure out the other stuff. So I'm following the system. I need a system. I need an accountability. And that's part of this group too. Just being accountable to somebody. Because I knew myself. I knew I would give up. I've tried different things before. Didn't follow through. But this has just been an answer to prayer, more or less.
So how have you changed? Because like we said, it's not about the signups, it's about you. Yes, those will come in time if they don't come already. And so how have you changed? Like, how is Lori today different than the Lori 6 months ago?
The confidence is there. Like even you said with the Facebook Live, I will add though, when I first saw you going live, I'm like, okay, this is interesting. You walk away from your camera. You're like, oh, wait a minute. I got to get my book. I'm like, who does that? You can't just walk away from a Facebook Live. Like, this girl's crazy. And I'm like, she doesn't have the makeup on and the hair's not right. I'm like, that's my kind of girl. I'm not a makeup hair person. She can do this. I can do that. I don't know how to do a live yet. Just give me instructions. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But the same thing with the technology. And I don't know, it must have been in the 30-day challenge. And you would do the video, do the instructions, and then you would say, it'll only take you 20 minutes. I'm like, an hour later, I get your task done.
I stopped doing that, right? I think I stopped doing that. I think I changed it for the new hub training. I don't include how long it will take them anymore.
Maybe some people can do it in 20 minutes, but I'm like, what button do I click? What window do I open? I'm getting better. But that 7 days, that 30-day challenge, what I accomplished was what took years before, literally, because you'd either get discouraged and set it aside, or you didn't know what to do next. And that was with these other companies. Like, who can you call to figure out what I do next? How can I answer these questions? Oh, well, you need to schedule a call with so-and-so at such and such a time. I'm like, no, I want to do it now. And it wasn't there. The support was not there. So this 24/7 group, genius. Genius idea.
Oh, I love that. Well, if you had some words for somebody who is on the fence, still at this late hour, still has not joined, even though they know the doors are closing at midnight, what would you say?
Invest in yourself. The money will come back to you. And you'll be thankful that you did it, because, and other people said, where will you be in 6 months if you don't do it? Kind of in the same position, stuck. That's how I felt. I felt like I was stuck. I needed somebody to follow. I needed somebody to support me, encourage me. And, you know, I'm happy to encourage someone else. I see people's success and I'm like, yes, go you, you know, and Jelly just cracks me up. I'm like, ah. I love that she was on. She's just got so much energy. So she's amazing.
Awesome. Well, Lori, you're amazing. And we're so glad that you're here in our All Stars group. We couldn't do it without you, my friend. So thanks for being here.
Thank you.